welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Valentine's Day tutorial for you that is Kylie Jenner inspired. The look that I was trying to recreate today was this one. This is a very, well, hopefully you can see it. I'm trying to get the glare off the screen. Ever since she posted the picture of this look, I was just looking for an excuse to do a tutorial to recreate it. I figured Valentine's Day was so perfect because of all the soft pink colors and the really nice, pretty, flawless skin. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for today. I feel like this should go without saying, but obviously I do not think I look anything like her. Her and I could not look possibly more different. I just wanted to recreate this makeup look on myself. So if this is the first time you're on my channel and you're seeing my face, hello and welcome. I would love for you to click the subscribe button and join the family. Without talking too much longer, I'm just going to jump right into the tutorial. So if you want to see how I recreated this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my skin with my Skindinavia, the makeup primer spray. I usually prefer a spray-on primer instead of the ones that you have to like smear all over your face. I just feel like this kind of like lets my face breathe a little bit better, especially when we're going to be putting on as much cake as we're about to put on our face. It just kind of feels like an extra layer is gone, but you're still getting that primer benefit. So this is the one I really like. This is a Skindinavia. I've been using this stuff for years and years and years, so it's really good stuff. It's so refreshing when you put it on. It just feels really good. So yeah, I feel like it just kind of gives my face a little like boost of hydration so I don't get like flaky. My skin has been so weird lately, you guys. It's been like kind of a mix of oily and dry, so this just really helps so that I don't get those like nasty little flakes on my skin. So anyway, so now onto my skin. I'm going to be using this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Neutralizer Concealer. I've been having some major issues with my skin lately, as you can clearly see. So I'm going to be doing a lot of spot concealing and just kind of trying to cover up some redness. I really don't know what is causing all of this redness on my face lately, but thank goodness for makeup, we can cover that right up. So I'm just going to be putting this anywhere that I'm kind of having issues just to kind of tone down the color, and then I'm going to be taking my damp beauty blender and blending all of this out. It's like a dream. It's like a dream when we both get together. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and the color I'm using is 128. As you can see, it's quite a bit darker than my face, but matches my neck. Holla, self-tan girls. So I'm just going to be applying this with my damp beauty blender, and then she also had a very highlighted under eye area. So I'm taking this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, which is a very thick concealer, and I'm taking the shade Light, and I'm kind of doing that triangular positioning underneath my eyes, but I'm also leaving it a little bit rounded towards the bottom just because that's what it looked like she had going on in that picture. So I'm applying that there, and then anywhere else I wanted to highlight, she had a lot of highlight on her nose, her forehead, and then also her chin, which was fabulous because that's where I was kind of having some breakouts. So got a little extra coverage there, and then I'm spraying some of my finishing spray onto the beauty blender. This just really helps blend out the concealer since it's so thick, and it also just really sets it in nicely. I also feel like it kind of helps prevent creasing underneath my eye, so that's a trick I've been using lately. So I'm going to do a little bit of cream contouring. I'm going to be taking this Pure Cosmetics foundation, and I guess it's kind of a foundation but also a contour stick. This one is in the shade Light, and I'm using the contour side. I've been loving this for cream contouring. Let's count how many times I just said that. So I'm putting it in all of the usual places, and then I also am going to be doing a little bit to my nose. I wouldn't normally, but hers just looked like she had a cute little button nose, and I don't have one of those, so gotta fake it till you make it. So I'm putting this on anywhere I would normally contour, and then again just spraying my beauty blender with my Skindinavia spray, and again, since it's a thicker product, it really helps to kind of blend that out and set it in. So the reason I chose to cream contour is because in the picture it just looked like all of the colors of her foundation and contour blended together perfectly, and you can tell it just really gives your face that glow and just kind of that flawless coverage that she had. Alright guys, now it's time to bake that cake. I'm going to be using the Airspun translucent powder, and I'm just going to be applying this underneath my eyes with my beauty blender. And holy cow, did I have to use a lot of this because the concealer just soaked this powder right up, but that's okay. It served its purpose. So now I'm just going to be applying right underneath my contour with the wedge sponge. I just like the really sharp edge that it gives, and it just makes my contour really stand out. So I decided to apply that, and then I skipped over my brows because I'll have a tutorial up very soon on how to do that. So after you've waited just a few minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, you can go ahead and dust all of that excess powder off. And then I like to powder over my brows just to lighten them up a bit. And then once I have done that, I like to set my brows with a brow gel. Moving on to the eyes, this is a very simple look. So I'm going to start out by adding a little bit of definition because we're not getting too much definition from those pink colors. I'm using the color Tease from my Naked 2 palette. It's a very cool but also kind of dusty plumish rose color, so it blends in with the pinks really nicely. I'm just applying that messily to my crease and then also to the outer third of my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking this color Stubborn from my Nude Tude palette from the Balm. It's a shimmery pink, and I'm just placing that right over my crease color, followed by a blush. I'm actually taking the blush from my IT Cosmetics Contour and Highlight disc. I forget the name right off the top of my head, but I'm just applying that over the other colors, and I'm also taking that all the way in to my inner corner, just kind of right where my eye dips underneath my brow. And then I'm also going to be putting this color onto my lid. This is the color Nude from my Lorac Pro palette. It is a gorgeous, very pale pastel pink with some shimmer. And then I'm just going back in with that fluffy blending brush and blending those shimmers upwards. She had a very sparkly look, so I wanted to make sure I really incorporated that into my crease as well. Okay, so once I get to about this point is when I would spray my face with my finishing spray. Right here, her skin is definitely a very semi-matte finish, and that's exactly what this will give you. It just kind of eliminates that powdery finish to make it look like your skin. So I'm going to go ahead and mist my face. This is like the ultimate skin refresher once you get all of your makeup on. This is just going to make sure that everything sets in really nicely, and then also since we're really highlighted on the tops of our cheekbones and then the tip of our nose, just like this picture I showed you, that's going to also help that to kind of sink into your skin so it doesn't just look like a powder highlight on top of your skin. It's actually going to make it look a little bit more like it's coming from within your skin and your skin's luminous. It also just kind of helps to extend the longevity of your makeup. So if this is something you're going to wear on like a Valentine's date or something, this will definitely make sure that everything stays in place the whole entire time and you don't have like any cracks or flakes going on your makeup. It's going to all just wear really nicely. So this is like my #1 finishing spray that I like forever. I did a video a really long time ago about like I think my top 3 makeup finishing sprays, and this was my #1. Still is. They've changed the packaging a little bit since that video, but this one is just like always my tried and true one that I go to because it always just literally does the job perfectly. So that is kind of the purpose of this. So now that our face is nice and set, I'm gonna move on to lashes. So her lashes were definitely the star of the show on this makeup look. So what I'm doing here is using my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is my ride or die. This is the best ever. I absolutely love it. It just makes your lashes so thick and so long. So I'm applying a couple generous coats to the top and bottom lashes. Her bottom lashes stood out a lot. They were definitely coated very well with mascara. They were almost a little bit clumpy, but not to the point of like spider lashes. So you don't want to miss out on your lower ones. For my top lashes, I'm not going to be doing any liner or anything, but I'm just going to be applying my Ardell Demi Wispies right as close as I possibly can to my lash line. If you want to see an in-depth tutorial on how I apply my false lashes, I will have that linked down below. So for my contour, I'm going to be applying my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And kind of a little cheat, you guys, if you bake first and you have that really sharp line, you can kind of apply your bronzer as messily as you want and still retain that really sharp contour. So that's also just another trick of the trade that will make your life so much easier if you're not very good at contouring like I am. I don't feel like I am very good at all. So Anyway, I'm rambling. For blush, I'm using this color Tea Rose from Milani. It just really ties in nicely with the eye color, so I'm just applying that to the tops of my cheekbones. And then for my highlighter, I'm just going back into my IT Cosmetics little compact thingy, and I'm just going to be applying that to the top of my Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and then it looked like she had a little bit of highlight in between her eyes on the bridge of her nose as well. This is not something I would normally do because I do have like a bump in my nose that I feel like that really accentuates, so I just placed it at the highest point possible. And then I also applied this to the tops of my cheekbones and then just really blended that down into the blush. For my lips, I struggled with the color a little bit because this looked like it was going to be the perfect shade in the container, and then I got it on and it was definitely too dark. That was Anastasia Beverly Hills Lovely Liquid Lipstick. And then I'm putting Cream Cut from MAC on top of that, and then that didn't work, so I actually started patting concealer over this, and that lightened it up to like literally the perfect shade. So I'm sorry for the mess of a lip combo, but this is one of those ones that it's really going to be just kind of whatever you have in your collection. So just any kind of pink matte lip. And this is the final look, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love y'all. Bye!